Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising. And Virgo, this is your weekly reading for the week of January 13th to the 19th. This week we have the beautiful Starseed Oracle card. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, Death, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon energy. So it's really about forward movement for you, Virgo, which is so nicely situated since we are in January of a new year, of a new decade. We are bringing light and vision and truth to situations that may have been a little bit shrouded in darkness, things going on behind the scenes, behind the curtains, and we're letting them release, we're letting them pass, because we can see that it's time for you to get on with building a new future, a new direction here, Virgo. And you know, with every release, there's always a new opportunity or new beginning just around the corner, and we have that Knight of Cups, which is a very exciting new beginning or new offer, an emotional offer or an offer of love. So let's just kick off by reading out the Oracle card, guys. Starseed. What lights you up? Starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something they have come here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you're being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Yeah, so I really feel, Virgo, that some of you are releasing a situation that might not be fully aligned with you. Even if there was a certain amount of satisfaction in it, you've probably got that burning feeling in your gut that there is something greater out there, a greater purpose, a greater mission. But in order to do that, sometimes we need to release situations that can be painful and difficult, because we may need to leave people or situations that we truly, care about or love. Now, in the recent past here, got the Moon and the Queen of Swords. So I really feel that some of you have been going through a period of bringing clarity and vision and light to situations that may have been shrouded in some amount of darkness. So the Moon energy can talk about that undercurrent, things going on behind the scenes, whether in business or love. It's a general reading, guys, so you know what the situation is for you. But the Moon, for example, can be that illusionary energy. It can be a situation where you are dealing with somebody who might be saying one thing on the surface, but you feel like there's something else going underneath and there is a misalignment there. Maybe some of you are dealing with someone who doesn't have the best integrity towards you or has an agenda. That could be, if you're in the dating scene, seeing somebody who might be seeing somebody else, or might be looking for certain things in a partner, like somebody who, earns good money or can offer them something. They might be looking for that in you. It can be the same in work or business. Maybe there's that kind of illusionary energy, and there can be a sense of deception with the Moon energy as well. The good news, though, is that we have the Queen of Swords with that, and I really feel that this is your energy, Virgo, of seeing through the charade now, of bringing vision and clarity, seeing the truth. For some of you, there may have been a truth revealed, whether that was in a relationship, seeing somebody for what they were, maybe somebody was up to no good. The Queen of Swords can reveal that to you. So also with the Queen of Swords energy, she can see what she needs to release from her life in order to move forward on this path, and in order to take the Sun energy and this Moon energy and eclipse it with the light. So the Queen of Swords, she sits on this cliff top and she's looking out. She has that full, 360-degree vision of what's going on. She can really see things for what they are, and she can use that sword to cut herself free of the energy that cords and binds of situations that are no longer serving her. And she can also establish those healthy boundaries as well. So truth coming to light, seeing situations for exactly what they are, Virgo, and I really feel that that process has probably led to a decision for you to move on from something, because we have the Eight of Cups and we have the Death card here. So if we start with the Death card, the Death card is the energy of letting something pass, release, die, end, in order to pursue, a better cycle for us, and in order to bring in that sun energy that's going to guide us to a better direction, and it will eclipse that darkness. The death energy can, bring out all the truth of the situation, so we can make that clear decision whether to move on or not. The death energy, there's nothing more certain in life, I always say this with this card, than the circle of, or the cycle of death and rebirth. But in order to get to the rebirth, the new opportunities, the building a new direction, generally we need to release something, because that something, whether it's a relationship, job, toxic friendship, whatever it may be, an old belief, it takes up energetic space that something else could come in. So we need to release that and create that cavity for the new. Now, death also promises true, transformation, alchemical transformation through that release. I mean, how many of us have been through relationship endings, or having to leave a job if we were made redundant, or even got let go, and it's been, at the time when you find out that this is happening, it's the most tumultuous, traumatic event. But looking back on it with hindsight, not only do we see that that was a good thing because it's led us somewhere else that's even, better for us, but often we get so much growth, we get soul evolution out of it. So it can actually be a beautiful process. It just doesn't necessarily feel like it when you're in it. But I feel, Virgo, that you are the one that's potentially initiated this, or, through seeing the truth of that situation, you've, been willing to move on from it. And it's really important to be like the child who welcomes death in, because, they're not focusing on pain and hurt associated with it, unlike the adult who's probably seen death riding in a few times before, has seen cycles ending, has felt that pain, and she doesn't want to go through it again. But in order to have that sun rising, in order to get to that new dawn, that new day, it is necessary for this energy to come in to clear the slate. And I think you will be moving on from the situation. That is the death that we're talking about. We're talking about leaving a situation that wasn't emotionally fulfilling for you, Virgo. So we have 8 cups here. And 8 cups are good, We have, 8 full cups here. So the situation may have been quite great for some time. However, we see a gap here that indicates that a fundamental piece was missing, and it doesn't matter really when you're in this situation what you do. It's like you can't fill that gap. As I always say, it's like doing a jigsaw puzzle, getting down to the last few pieces and realizing that some have been lost. You can never complete that picture, and there's that feeling of never being able to be fully satisfied. So, in order to find that missing piece, we need to move on. We need to go and seek it somewhere else so we can complete that puzzle and we can get to that 9 or 10 of cups reality. And I think in your gut, in your intuition, that's what you need to do. So this week it's about, making that journey, potentially turning your back, taking those first tentative steps out on that new path, even though, you may not know where you're headed, Virgo. You may not know, what the destination is going to be. It's a bit like that full energy, but you know that you are, that you need to take that leap of faith and trust the path anyway. So that's the energy that we have here. But moving on, Virgo, in the near future, I feel that you're going to be led towards that missing piece. Here we are, Knight of Cups. He has the cup that can fill that gap and lead to 9 cups, which is wish fulfillment. So some of you are moving towards your destiny and having your wishes fulfilled. And I feel with this 3 of Pentacles here, I'm feeling that some of you might be, if it's a work situation, starting in a new team or a new job, networking with other people. Some of you might be, if there's a relationship situation or friendships, getting out there and socializing with others. And I feel like through getting out there and being with like-minded people, that's where potentially this missing piece lies. Somebody might say something to you or introduce you to someone that out of the blue, this missing piece is going to be there, or it's going to lead you there in the future, right? Number 3 is also the number of new manifestations that can lead to something solid, abundant, and stable, because we have the Suit of Pentacles here, which is, about our tangible, physical, material realm. So Virgo, you are being led to the missing piece that can, give you that wish fulfillment. So trust the journey, release, remember to not hold on. The key with the Death card really is to surrender, and that's when we can create the space for the beautiful new offerings to come in. Just with the Knight of Cups, guys, it can be an offer of love as well. It can be somebody quite charismatic and magnetic coming in, and someone that you have that real sense of chemistry with. How you talk to some people and it's like it just clicks and flows, and you have the banter and the conversation and the humour. And that doesn't necessarily have to be in a love situation. We can meet those people and have them as friends, or they might be that person you've been looking for to collaborate with in a creative project or a business sense. Even new colleagues in a job. So be on the lookout for that person, potentially water sign, guys, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. It's an exciting reading, actually. Wish you all the best with it. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment, because I always love to know how things are shaping up in your daily life, and I'll see you back here next week for another reading.